If you thought the poor girl from The Bachelor getting canceled for going to an Old South-themed sorority party and wearing a dress from the 1800s was ludicrous, well, you better sit down for this one because the crazy train is going off the rails. Blues rocker Kenny Wayne Shepherd just had his nomination for a blues award rescinded because, like many guys, he likes cars. And like many guys who make a lot of money, he has a lot of cool cars. And one of those cars is a replica of the Dukes of Hazzard's General Lee. If you're a Gen Xer like me and were a kid in the 1980s, the General Lee was one of the coolest cars in the world, perhaps only second to Kit from Knight Rider. When you were young, you had a toy of it. When you were growing up, you saw it in a car museum with your dad and marveled at its amazement. When you were in high school, you dreamed of buying an old Dodge Charger and painting it orange. That's how cool it was. But Kenny Wayne Shepherd is one of the rare men to be able to live the dream, and not only own a replica of the General Lee, but also made a more modern version on his own by buying a brand new Dodge Charger and painting it orange. But you know what else is on the General Lee, don't you? A racist Confederate flag right there on the roof. This from Variety magazine, and this idiocy is making headlines all over. Quote, Kenny Wayne Shepherd is no longer a contender for this year's Blues Music Awards due to controversy over his Dukes of Hazzard replica car and its Confederate flag imagery. Oh, but it gets even better. And I'm serious, this is not a parody. This is actually happening in what was once the land of the free and the home of the brave. Quote, late Thursday afternoon, he said that he had seen the errors of his ways years ago, and he mothballed the Duke's car and its flag, agreeing that the imagery was hurtful to blacks and that he apologized for having perpetuated it, apologizing for owning a car. He goes on to grovel, quote, the car was built 17 years ago as a replica and homage to the iconic car in the television series. Years ago, I put the car in storage, and some time ago, I made the decision to permanently cover the flag on my car because it was completely against my values and offensive to the African American community, which created the music I love so much. And I apologize to anyone that I have unintentionally hurt because of it. He continued, quote, I want to make something very clear and unequivocal. I condemn and stand in complete opposition to all forms of racism and oppression, and I always have. You may recall that back in 2015 now, the Dukes of Hazzard reruns were pulled from cable television because people started complaining about the Confederate flag. And I don't think it has ever returned because I haven't seen it since. Now I'm tempted to go buy the box set, and then one day I'll have a collector's item, and maybe I can put it up on eBay and sell it for a fortune. Oh wait, I forgot. You can't sell old used things that hurt liberals' feelings like Dr. Seuss books. I guess I'll have to go sell it on the street corner then, right? Psst, hey mister, you want season 2 of the DVD digitally remastered of the Dukes of Hazzard? And I wouldn't be surprised if in a few days Jessica Simpson or Johnny Knoxville apologizes for starring in the remake, the movie in 2005, for not realizing how insensitive that terrible symbol is. There's plenty more madness to come in this video, so stay tuned. But real quick, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, because if this is your first time watching my videos, it's a miracle that you found them at all, with YouTube artificially boosting mainstream content to the top of the search results and burying original content from YouTubers. So subscribe here if you're new, and check back on a regular basis so the fun will continue as long as we can. People getting canceled, however, isn't always sad. Sometimes it's poetic justice, like in the case of Teen Vogue's new editor-in-chief, or should I say, former new editor-in-chief, who was fired, resigned, but she was forced out after, I think about a week at her new job. This woman, Alexi McCammon, who a decade ago, when she was a teenager, tweeted some things, including using the word gay as an insult, and she also insulted Asian people, which usually wouldn't really matter, especially since Alexi is a woman of color. She's black, so she could really do no wrong, except the recent events at the massage parlors in Georgia and Atlanta made it a really sensitive issue, so she got canceled. In this case, a lot of liberals are actually defending her and quite upset that she got canceled. Not that they want to stop cancel culture or think that this sort of outrage insanity has gotten out of control. It's because she's black, and usually people of color are immune from such things, but apparently not anymore. In Teen Vogue magazine, where she was going to be the editor-in-chief of, which I don't even think is a physical magazine anymore, I think it's just an online website, but still, it is the biggest cultural Marxist cesspool on the web aimed at teenagers. So anybody who would work there, let alone be the editor-in-chief, the lead decision maker, is a pure degenerate, and the world is better off that she's unemployed. In other news, old Joe had a Freudian slip and called Kamala Harris the president because, well, we all know she's the one in charge.
Because we believe that speed and efficiency must be matched with fairness and equity. Now, when President Harris and I took,
It'll be a real miracle if old Joe is still the president much past the 2022 midterms, because he'll probably have to resign for obvious reasons, or his own cabinet will evoke the 25th Amendment to push him out and install Kamala as the queen. And I guess, come to think of it, it'll be a miracle if America makes it that long as well. Because, as you know, liberalism is more devastating than the coronavirus, and it's anyone's guess how much longer the country can actually survive it. But if you want to help spread the word and save 20%, get yourself a Liberalism Find a Cure shirt from my online store and use the promo code DOOMED at the checkout, because, well, that's what we're gonna be if we don't stop this thing soon. Like all of my designs, it's available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. And if that's not your style, I'm sure that you'll enjoy my classic I Love Global Warming shirt, contains facts and opinions some may find offensive shirt, or any of my awesome designs. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below, enter the promo code DOOMED at the checkout, and check them out!